I have to say some things for the record. I mean, they cause so much distress. I'm waiting for internet operative to come serve the realities of some type of circumstance that optimum. I mean, optimum is turning out to be a bit of a problem being so they're like an indoors, home-grown type of fluctuation of fucking internet company that I mean has security issues and problems. I mean, I still have a relationship with Verizon. I might have to pick up immediately next week. Um, by the way, of just saying they existed long enough not to make these imbecilic mistakes. Um, I have a function to say and drive home points that I want to and wanted to. Um, I was speaking to the aggressively circumstance, non-biased opportunity that this country has that it can't afford not to make manifest is to attack white people as well as black people together. Racism was staged for white people and black people forever by white people and black people so they can stipulate forever to every other nation or nationality on the earth as as well as that dictate that they're affiliated with a white Jesus, no a black Jesus, no a white Jesus, no a black Jesus. They have it as if they can dictate political circumstances and satanic arguments, really Baptist and whatever they call themselves after they afforded to be free from England or Europe. But I mean, they believe that they're an everlasting fixture on the face of the globe just because there were atrocities committed against each of them by each other and maybe against them each other while they were together. So they want to subdivide into Muslim and American homosexual, TBS, TBA sexual, TSC sexual. You know, I mean, I'm saying that to say that they're even so obnoxious as to affiliate some ASIC basic people on a few television shows and ingrediate them with some type of cleanup, some type of sweep they're doing of all the stars, basically saying that they're the privileges, they're the haves, and everyone else is the have not. They turn their children into the haves, black people who have sports supernaturally, maybe even outfitted to endorse the blue chips. They turned their I mean, very oddly turned their civilian children into blue chippers, and that may have been the imbecilic move to say, all right, they can't fucking dunk. All right, they can't be. They may have had to have had something like a condition with the scholarship, as well as them breaking a bone or something as soon as they got there. They couldn't uphold or play or cater to that. What they want to invitate is a few ASIC basic hundreds of thousands of dollar people with multi-billionaires that are being taken out by women. Women are doing the job. They're putting them in the garbage. They're incinerating these people by themselves. They may have to be given a pat on the back for putting in that work. Um, by any circumstance, do I believe that black people and white people through the KKK, through the Black Panthers, through the Malcolm X, through the David Dukes, need to uh, better each other at at the actual sacrifice or the disembowelment of the entirety of people from all over the nation that come to live here. You're not black and white anymore. You're two people who are everybody on the place's enemies and your own. You can't divide each other just so you can treat each other different ways all over the nation and then affiliate people with your actual sexual relationship and taboo condition battle armor so you can play this out all again amidst very mature people who never seen how America acted after it was that Martin Luther King was shot, after Malcolm X was shot, and you brought on Vietnam. I mean, we don't identify with that, and I can't identify with the reality of rectifying a satanic practice and carrying on with it. Maybe you black people and white people are going to die together, and maybe that is the reality that needs to be afforded to every actual aggressively supervised national stipulated race that's conditioned by a home town, a country, a chosen land that they actually outfitted themselves to be a part of. People come up from this earth and they become the living just like petrified forests and trees. But the thing that they wear is the race card, but they don't know how to misplace it when they actually come about a circumstantial individual that supersedes races and ingrediates himself in righteousness and makes manifest your crisis. You can't be mobile or legitimate. And what did happen to those three blackface wearing people and the one who couldn't take off his blackface? I guess they all got indicted. But the thing about it is, that is your condition in America. You black people and white people are doing too much, maybe to each other, and that needs to stop. I believe this Ethiopian circumstance, so this plane falling out of the air, it equilateralizes the reality of this is your 9/11 and the Trump circumstance, arrogance of an ambiance of a unsupervised White House or super supervised. That's your 9/11. It's not the hurricane on Puerto Rico or how it came full circle to being a hurricane in Ecuador and in Colombia. I would say that the Americas are there for the taking. They want American leadership so much that it can be a monolithic circumstance of a monumental world leader chosen on this land that stipulates conditions all over this continent. No one's going back and forth to England anymore. I mean, they're doing very well with Meghan and Harry. I mean, no one needs to come back and forth. But the thing about it is, racist behavior can't be predicated on the earth or forever to actually have that it could survive. You Ichabod Cranes of black and white people who are demonic, who are of the world empire of Babylon the Great, and who have no right living, who are actually wastes of skin. And you use anybody, even your children, to defend the lifestyle, or children you want to abuse, to mutilate, to send to your next war after you get your army circumstances up by having all the people that fought in the army in America die off so you can dictate a new era or create a new history book that doesn't include racism or so. I mean, that's the type of poised issue you omit. I mean, my last statement was so incredible that I made manifest. It actually broke down the internet. I'm saying that you guys have something to do by yourself. It could be die, it could be anything, but you dictate a circumstance that you predicated amongst the youth of being an actual race in America, and then you use it so brazenly to think that you two peoples can actually divide and conquer hundreds of thousands of people that are 2 square miles away, just to galvanize your circumstance to your faint leadership that is not existing.